Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you second year students? Hope so you all are fine. Today we will learn the answers of short questions of exercise. First short question is, the potential is constant throughout a given region of space. Is the electric field zero or non-zero in this region? So to discuss about electric field, whether it is zero or non-zero in this region, first of all write formula of gradient of electric potential, that is equal to E minus delta V over delta R, as delta V is the difference between two potentials, so we can write it VA minus VB, as delta V is the potential difference between the 2 points and I the distance between them. When the potential is constant, as it is given here, the potential is constant, so it means VA minus VB is equal to 0. When there is 0 in numerator, so it means electric field value is also 0. Second short question is, suppose that you follow an electric field line due to a positive point charge. Do electric field and the potential increase or decrease? Always remember, there is inverse relation between E and the distance between the charges, E and R, in case of electric field intensity and in case of electric potential. So we can say from these two equations shows that as R is increased, both E and V, electric field intensity and potential, will decrease. Question number 3, how can you identify that which plate of capacitor is positively charged? So to check the charge, positively charged plate, connect the given plate with the voltmeter, or in other words you can say connect the capacitor with voltmeter. Its one plate is positively charged while other plate is negatively charged. To check which plate is positively charged, if the needle deflects towards right, then plate connected with positive terminal of the voltmeter will be positively charged. This is its answer. While in question number 4, describe the force or forces on a positive point charge. This is positive point charge when placed between two parallel plates. There are two cases: A, with similar and equal charges, just like here, similar and equal charges. This is charge Q. Okay, when a positive point charge is placed between the plates having similar and equal charges, the net force on the charges will be 0, because both forces are similar and equal but they have opposite direction, so that's why net force is 0, right? While if the plates are having equal and opposite charges, first plate positively charged, second plate negatively charged, so the net force on the charge Q, due to both the plates are in same direction, therefore net force will be F plus 2F is equal to F plus F is equal to 2F, right? Reason is that because both plates are oppositely charged. Question number 5, electric lines of force never cross each other. As you know, electric lines are unidirectional. Okay, electric field is a vector quantity and vector quantities have only single direction, so this is against the physical condition of electric field if they cross each other, so that's why electric field lines never cross each other. Therefore at single point there will be two direction of electric field, which is physically incorrect. Okay, as electric field is a vector quantity and vector quantities have only unidirectional, so that's why electric field lines never cross each other. Question number 6, if a point charge Q of mass m, a charge of mass m is released in a non-uniform electric field is non-uniform. Okay, will it make a rectilinear motion? Yes, it will make rectilinear motion due to non-uniform electric field. It moves toward the non-uniform electric field, so it makes a rectilinear motion. If the reason it's given here, if the positive charge is released in the direction of non-uniform electric field, it will follow the electric field line which is straight. Therefore, the motion of charge will be rectilinear. Question number 7, Is electric field intensity necessarily zero inside a charged rubber balloon if balloon is spherical? Okay, round shape. Assume that charge is distributed uniformly over the surface. According to Gauss's law, electric flux is equal to Q over epsilon naught, as flux is zero as the Gaussian surface lies inside the charged rubber balloon. Therefore, the net charge Q is zero. When value of Q is zero, it means electric flux is zero. The electric flux through the Gaussian surface is given by F phi is equal to EA, right? As we know, area is not equal to 0, but E equal to 0. So it means electric field inside the charged balloon will be 0 rather than its area. While in question number 8, is it true that Gauss's law states that the total number of lines of force crossing any closed surface in the outward direction is proportional to the net positive charge enclosed within the surface? Yes. According to Gauss's law, the electric flux through the closed surfaces, you have learned this complete topic. Electric flux is equal to Q or epsilon naught, and 1 or epsilon naught is equal to constant. So it means electric flux is directly proportional to Q. Therefore, electric field lines passing out of the closed surface is directly proportional to positive charge enclosed. Last question of exercise. Do electrons tend to go to region of high potential or of low potential? As you know, electron have negatively charged. They will move in the direction of increasing potential. This can be shown by an example. As you can see in this diagram, the electron is attracted by the positive charge. As it moves, its direction from charge decreases, therefore the potential will increase, right? It means that electron moves from a region of low potential to a region of high potential. This is question number 9 is important short question, while question number 7 is also important, and question number 5 very very important, and question number 1 and 2. Now learn the answer of these short questions. They are very very important according to board and your test point of view. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.